Look what you made. I love it.
Welcome to another episode of Look What You Made. Today on the show, I am so honored to have all the way from Tennessee, my dear friend. You know her, you love her. It's Suzanne Harper. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Aww. And as we heard previously, we were listening to one of her songs. She's the most incredible, amazing musician, singer, beautiful songwriter on the planet. But she's also an artist. People, did you know that? I didn't until recently. I saw on Facebook. So welcome. Hi, Suzanne.
Hi, Catherine. I'm so glad to see your face.
I know. I'm glad to see you too, baby. Okay, so I really did just find out that you did art. I mean, I know a lot of creative musicians are creative in other ways, but it's neat to see these things blossoming during this time. And I saw some stuff you did on Facebook and I was blown away. So tell me all about, when did you start? Is it watercolor?
Yeah, it's watercolor. I mean, really, I had dabbled a few times before this year, but when we had the first big round of lockdowns out here, my mom had painted years ago. So I just pulled out all her stuff and started playing. I found a couple of teachers online that I really liked their style. And so started out just mostly doing tutorials. And then kind of just started branching out from there. And it's pretty cool. Like, I don't know, there's something really therapeutic about just the way watercolor works and just like watching it spread across the paper. And it also takes a lot of patience because there's like layering and stuff and you have to walk away from it, which is the hardest part for me, is like stepping back and letting it dry.
Yeah. These feathers we're looking at right now, I mean, they're just, they seem so, there's such a simplistic beauty to them, but there's so much detail and so much like, they're just beautiful. And I love how they differ from each other and they just, oh my gosh. So let's talk about some of the stuff that you brought. So your feathers, like, how long does it take you to throw down some feathers like that?
That honestly is a real quick one. That probably is about 15 minutes. It's really not bad. And the nice thing about the way that those work is it is very like free flowing. And so you kind of, you have the general idea of how you're going to make them, but they kind of ultimately become very unique every time you paint them just because of the way the watercolor flows on the paper.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there's this whole, I think your San Diego influenced seascape series with the turtle. The sea turtle is so amazing.
Oh, thanks.
Do you name these?
Yeah, that one. Huh?
Do you name these pieces?
I do some of them. The turtle, I think I named him Fred. Not very inventive, but at the time he just felt like a Fred and he was kind of happy. Right. And is that the happy one? No, he's kind of like on the fence about being happy. So I painted a rainbow one later and I gave him a smile because you can't be a turtle and be sad.
Yeah, and the seahorse is incredible. The starfish, the shells, I mean, they're all so beautiful, such detail. And I love that you just, did you find YouTube videos and just watch those tutorials? And
yeah, I mean, I started out like hunting on YouTube for artists that seemed like, like basic beginner level watercolor stuff because I didn't know what I was doing. And so I found one artist who does a whole series. She does like a new one every week even. And so it basically just teaches you kind of like all the different kinds of techniques watercolor involves. There's, because there's wet on wet, there's wet on dry, there's like all kinds of different stuff that you can do. So right. Just things I didn't know. So I just educated.
I think that people have all these hidden talents, and I'm just so glad you found this one, because I mean, this is on par with your voice. This is like really amazing, an amazing artist. Like, this is beautiful. Look at this, the bear with the sky and the trees. That is, it's breathtaking. Is that California?
Yeah, I mean, the outline that I used was just like the California bear or whatever. Yeah, I mean, and that one is really quick and easy too, because once you have the outline on your paper, it's just kind of playing with what colors you want the sky to be.
But the detail in the sky, the stars and the cloud, you can see like cosmos in there and stuff.
Yeah, and that one actually, I think I used a little bit of salt, which is a cool thing you can do with watercolor too. I'm just trying to look at it. Yeah, I did. So if you sprinkle some salt across the top, it kind of absorbs the paint and changes like little
variations. After you do it on top of the watercolor or before you put the watercolor down?
Yeah, after you put the color down, you sprinkle salt in the areas and it like zaps the color up.
Yeah.
That like cloudy kind of look. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love that. Okay, but and then there's this great detail. Like the little girl with the hat. Is that something specific? Is that
yeah, so my friends Justin and Val have a little girl named Amara, and she's hilarious, and she actually painted her a couple of times because she just has these great facial expressions.
Yeah.
And her dad posted this picture of her, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to try to paint that, because it was just so striking the way she was reaching and like looking, and she was like on a little scooter. So that was actually my first human portrait, and it was terrifying. I was like, I'm not even going to try to do human face colors because I don't know what I'm doing. So I kept it monochrome, which actually was a good choice, because then it ended up turning out pretty good.
It's beautiful. It's fantastic. And your pets, the little pug. Oh my gosh. Oh man.
Yeah, they were a challenge too. Chaz, the corgi, was actually like the first real, I would say, departure from tutorials that I tried. And I painted him for my mom for Mother's Day. Yeah. The pug is my boyfriend's mom's dog. So those were both gifts.
Oh my gosh. It's fantastic. The succulents too. I mean,
they're so fun to paint too. That it's such a simple, and you know, it's hard because I struggle with adding backgrounds anyway. So I'm glad I like the look of like the white without, you know, behind everything. It kind of makes it pop a little more, but also I'm not great at backgrounds yet. So.
No, I love that. That's your style, man. It does. It just pops. And then people can use them as whatever, you know, it's just like an image. I can see patches. I want patches. And then I love the inspirational series that you have. Those are so cute. Those are your original thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, some of them are like edited from, you know, trite sayings that everyone has. Yeah, like that was kind of what drew me to launching the Etsy store / Facebook page, The Art of Sarcasm, just because I think it's a funny juxtapose to be painting these like beautiful watercolors and then having just sassy, rude sayings on them.
Yeah, no, they're fantastic. I want a t-shirt with "Living My Okayest Life." It's so beautiful. I love it. Okay, so tell us again where we can buy this stuff. Etsy? Where are you?
Yeah, I have an Etsy store. It's called Art of Sarcasm, and right now there's stuff in there, but I also do commission work. So if you have like a specific phrase or a subject that you want painted, I take all those orders too. So I just did a cactus for a friend that ordered it, and I'm working on some more floral pieces. So yeah.
And again, because without the distraction of the background, I feel like you would do great logo work too. Like having a watercolor logo would be.
Yeah, that's funny. Actually, one of my friends just commissioned me to make, she has a flower arranging business, and she commissioned me to design a logo for her, a watercolor logo. So yeah.
I love it. Cool. So I've been asking all the artists if they will show me their workspace. Will you oblige us and show?
Oh yeah, of course. Okay, so basically this is a table that my mom has had in her family for a very long time. And like in the middle of March, when we decided to lock everything down, I cleared it off and just kind of laid out all the stuff she had, and I've just accumulated a lot of stuff. I have a tray that I use for mixing colors, and you know, I use kind of a blend of tubes and pans. as far as colors go. And then I have all my brushes here. I don't usually keep them particularly organized because, you know, why would you?
Yeah.
Not that kind of artist.
So great to have a space that you leave set up and it's just there when you're ready. Oh,
absolutely.
I love it. Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much for being with me today. I love you.
Oh, thank you. I love you too.
I said some things that I can't unsay. We talk and we struggle and only push further away. You walk away, whispering under your breath, and I can't pretend I'm not feeling as empty as your side of the bed. It's a cold night here on my side, and the silence is more than I can take. Our conversations lead nowhere but straight out of town. In our broken love affair stalemate, we both hold our ground. There's no revival to breathe new life into this mess. No last minute parting to cover the sin we confess. It's a cold night here on my side, and the silence is more than I can take. And the bright moon shines like high noon, casting shadows where I'm lying away. You walk away and take everything I've ever loved, and you throw it away like it was never gonna be enough. It's a cold night here on my side,
Look What You Made is a half-fast TV production for Listen Local Radio, made possible with support from our sponsors and subscribers. Subscribe today at patreon.com/listenlocalradio. Thanks for watching.